What's good, YouTube? It's Ruben here, and I like to talk about subject about high school. So pretty much to any of you graduates, maybe you be interested in some topics I'm talking about, and to some kids that are still in high school who are just watching a video just so then they could at least learn a thing or two, then go ahead and keep watching this shit because this is mainly for you guys. Um, yeah, high school. If anything, high school is like the most important stage of your life. Elementary, you could screw that shit, or you could actually pay attention to that shit, so then you could be like a smart geek in high school. Like, no offense to the geeks, but literally, you guys are geeks. You study shit, you write shit, you make sure you do everything, and you know everything, and you focus on that. And that's good. That's honestly good because then you're going to college or whatever and just making a fortune out of it. But if anything, I like to talk about the important subject of of people who have been not paying attention to elementary school at all and just been doing random shit as a kid. Grade 9 has to be the most important year for you ever. Like ever. Like like elementary, you could graduate with like pretty much a fucking zero. Like you could literally like I did shitless in elementary. I like answered like a couple questions. I barely did the work. I literally was like the dumbest kid. Like I didn't care. I didn't care for the work. I only cared that I got home every time just playing video games with my older brother. That's all I cared about. I cared about making friends, about making new relationships, about dealing with bullies, about other stuff like that. But yeah, high school is definitely that stage where you need. Hold on, my fucking gross ass feet are in this camera angle, so I don't want y'all to see that. But yeah, pretty much, school has to be the best thing for you ever, cause if you actually pay attention to it, then you're going on a whole nother level of education, which is university or college. Depends which one selects you. I will select university personally because the education is better. Athletes get better over there. Cause this is how I view it. University is like the division 1 of, well, pretty much they are. They're like very good at their shit and they know what they're doing. And then college is like JUCO basketball, which is how the fuck I explain this shit? Okay, so university comes with levels, and you have to be at least a master at college and able to get to university. I rather choose university because then you're like a master genius. Like you could get any good job in the world. Like you could be a doctor. You could be a very practitioner nurse. You could be a dentist, even though you could probably get that at college, but you could probably be a better dentist. Um, you could be like different shit, like whatever the hell you want. Like um, a athlete that plays for the NBA, an athlete that plays like for like a big league in overseas, like EuroLeague. Um, but yeah, you could be definitely a lot of different things in college or university. So make sure you stay on your shit. Like make sure you study. Like that risks that like study is a big huge risk factor because you're leaving out all the fun and all this distraction. Like no hanging out with friends, no hanging out with no playing video games, no doing shit like that. Like, you want to eliminate distractions and you want to stay on top of your work. Like, you want to be the best. You want to strive higher and higher until you actually get somewhere. Because if you never do shit like that, then it's going to be fumbled. Another step. If you fail at least one time, doesn't mean shit. It's not going to be your permanent record like, oh, this student failed one test. So what? At least you got like, I don't know, over 50% out of 100? Like, work your hardest. If that test was shittier, do better on the next one. Like, if it was a 70, get a 90. If it was like a 50, get 100. Like, do better. Like, do better than what you had it. So, then you could, like, pretty much be a smart-ass student. And another tip is never go to parties. Never, ever go to parties. That's one thing that kind of saved my ass between not graduating and graduating. I was already dumb enough in high school just to fucking procrastinate everywhere. If I had a mixed source of drugs and alcohol in my life, then I would be super fucked up. Like, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I'm very glad that I graduated high school. Like, I'm glad I'm out. Like, I am done. Like, I am a life being that is all over the place, that it could do whatever the hell he wants now. Especially being 19 in Canada, it's definitely something that you could do. It's amazing. Like, you could drink, smoke, but only in Canada. Of course, Americans, 21, blah blah. You know the deal. But anyway, just make sure you, like, actually do your shit. Like, never let distractions or drugs or alcohol ever catch up to you. Let your grind catch up to you. Let your everyday body, your everyday morning routine catch up to you. Like, get up, eat breakfast, or have a cup of tea for breakfast, and then have a shower. Then do like a little workout, like, I don't know, like arms, core, whatever. And then, like, get ready for school. Then la di da di da da, you go on the school bus and you get to school. The next thing I will do when I'm early at school is I will study. I wouldn't think about hanging out with friends. Maybe like a chatter or two. Actually, no, that's kind of fucked up. Never do that. Never do that. Because you've been working all night and you've been doing like a lot of fucking work. And that's another thing. Never find work boring. Find work stressing. Find it so stressful that you need to do it and able to be on top. And never do it at the last second. Do it like as soon as you can. Like, think, oh shit, if I don't get this shit done, I am never gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna procrastinate and all that shit. Don't do that. Be on top. Be on top and do your shit. And another thing is, if your teachers are not being a good example, or they're like the shitty teacher that gives you like 70s and yells at the class all the time, tell them to be a better example of themselves in front of the class, because they're teaching you, and you better earn the damn education you deserve. You better earn, the teacher better help all the students, better help you especially get through some questions. Like, I had this one math teacher who was always like I'm not gonna list any names, but she was a total bitch. She like even my friend talked about her and of how much she did the same treatment to me. I would ask for help, then the next thing you know, she's helping the smarter students. Like, why the hell are you helping them? They know the shit. We need to know the shit. Like, never let your teacher put you down just because you're doing, I don't know, half shit or something like that. And just be good, at least. But if she ever does that, or he, stand up. Stand up and yell at them. Go to the principal and talk about them. Like, they're not doing their jobs. They're literally helping out any other kid. Like she's helping the student who's pretty much getting 100 in this class. Like, do shit like that. Like, if the teacher is not doing its job, then you might as well, like, go ahead and throw their asses out of there. Because they don't deserve to teach you. Because you deserve better teachers in your life. I need a teacher in my life that could get me through life. That could teach me things like math, like science, like religion, all that shit. Like, if you actually had good teachers, then your life is set. And another thing is, never be with the wrong people. If there's people who are manipulating you or being a terrible friend, don't be around them. Ditch your ass, find a new person. Find someone that will motivate you to get on your higher level. Find someone that actually knows they're doing their stuff. That they're doing their shit. Like, they're going backwards and forth just to go and help you. But, like, literally, if you actually let shit like that happen, hold on, then you're set. Because you have a good friend, you have good teachers, you have a good environment. And never let your dreams die. And if I were you, if you're a grade 8 and you're watching this, set what you want right now. Because what you want to be is going to be effective later. Like, oh, I want to be a professional athlete. Like, work hard for that shit. Like, do like thousands of drills or something like that just to be on top. And be the best at it. Don't be the worst at it. And never be a dick about it either. I have one kid who always like plays basketball with us. He was like good in Ottawa. He was good in high school for most games. And he was literally like such a dick. Like, he will rub it in everyone's faces when we were just trying to have like a fun game of 3-on-3s. He would literally like be so competitive even when we were just having fun. Like, he would be like he would be talking to someone like, hey, you're total dog shit, why you play like that? Like, it sometimes tells you, shut the fuck up. We actually stand up to that man because we don't want people like that ruining our lives. We want people who build us up. He even sometimes tries to fight us just because we call him names. Like, we're telling him, like, he's a faggot. And he will literally want to swing at us. I'm not going to list any names, like I said. Because if I list any names, then those people are probably going to get in trouble. I already dealt with them, and I don't need the community to deal with them. So, yeah. But make sure you're the best at what you do, and never be a dick about it. Actually have some good friends, some good connections, and make sure you are always evolving yourself with people. And that's all I have to give for advice for any grade 9ers or grade 8ers. So, yeah, this is Ruben, signing off. Peace.